Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Sabi and I'm usually trying to help you with crypto. Today I want to talk about the market, where it's heading, where I see it is heading on the short and longer term. Also, I brought you two projects which are in pre-sale on Elrond network, on ElrondBlockchain, and there are some updates which I wanted to clarify. Now, before we start, you should use a VPN, you should be subscribed to this channel, and you should smash the like button at the end of the video if you like the content. Without further ado, let's start. So, right now we are at the Bitcoin price chart on the weekly, because I think in these times the weekly price chart is much more important than the micro price chart. Therefore, I'm gonna just look at it and say what I see. And what I'm seeing here is a correction. It's still a correction. It's not the beginning of the bear market. It is true that we are kind of forming a rising wedge, which is a bearish sign. It's a bearish sign if we break out of it to the downside. Now, since this has only two touch points, it doesn't mean that this touch point is the correct one. Maybe we will see a smaller one somewhere here, which is still above the previous low. That would still be a higher low, which would still imply that we are still in the bull market. Now, you shouldn't be very concerned about this rising wedge just now, because usually at a rising wedge there are a couple of bounces back and forth, and since we are on the weekly chart, this easily could go back to the 75,000 and come down, and maybe that will be the bear market, honestly, because if we go to the 75,000 and there is no chance that we go higher to the 100,000 and we come down to the 40 something, yeah, capitulation will happen. If you want to see more about this, I wrote a big thread on my Twitter account. It's about predictions, what I see, what I think will happen. If I can find it, yeah, it's here. So if you go on my profile and tweets, you will see this big thread, and I put some pictures there. With the S&P 500, because that also has a very big effect on the crypto market. And yeah, make sure you read this through and leave it in the comment whether you think it's stupid or not, because I think, and I'm sure that many people will think this is total bullshit. Please keep in mind this is speculation, and anyone who says that they know how much will be the Bitcoin price, they are usually lying. So let's go forward. We have two projects which are on pre-sale and I'm interested in. One is QoWatt, the other is Isengard. Isengard was requested by one of you on the live chat, and I also bought some tokens. Now let's start with QoWatt. QoWatt's pre-sale phase 4 will happen today at 6 p.m. UTC. Now, if you didn't get whitelisted with your Elrond wallet, don't worry, you will still have chance to buy some, because in this half an hour while the sale is happening, the first 15 minutes are allocated to those who got whitelisted, and the second 15 minutes for everybody else. Now, if you sent in your wallet to submit for whitelisting, then you should open this doc, and this doc, or the link to this document, can be found on the Telegram group. And if you scroll up and down, it is mentioned a couple of times, for example here. So just click on it and check if your address is here. They listed only the last 20 characters from your wallet which you used for whitelisting. So if you use the last 10, for example, that you should be able to find yourself. As you can see, this is the one. So I will be able to buy in the first 15 minutes. I'm not going to talk about QoWatt right now, why I think this is a good project. If you are interested in the Saturday's live stream, I talked about it for like 20 minutes, why I think it's good and why I see big opportunity in it. Also, I shared some of my concerns. If you are interested, go back and watch that part of the live stream. It's on the channel, and you can also find it, the link somewhere here, up there. You know that. Okay, next one. One of my dear subscribers requested to take a look at Isengard, and I did. Isengard is a launchpad and an NFT marketplace built on Elrond network, and they are in pre-sale. That is a very, very long pre-sale, and in the first event, when it was only 1.8 cents per token, not many people were interested. Only 50% of the tokens were sold, which were put in this pre-sale. Now in the round 2, the pre-sale was almost 100% sold out, and the price was twice as big. Now this is round 2 and it is live for another 12 days. The price is now 0.303 Elrond or $0.055. I didn't know about Isengard until now, even though I could have, because on Elrond Wiki they are there on page 3, so they are between the first who were listed on Elrond Wiki. Nevertheless, I think this is a good project. It's a launchpad, it's a marketplace for NFTs, so probably they have some traction. I don't see them as a big breakthrough, as a big pioneering in something, but if the Elrond NFTs really continue to take off as they did in the last couple of days, weeks, then I do think that there are some serious gains here. Maybe not 100x, but a 10, a 20x is still pretty good. So I made sure that I buy some ISET tokens for a small amount of Elrond. If you want to do the same, you go buy ISET, you choose how much you want to buy, and you just connect with either with the MyRDeFi wallet or with the Myr app or with your Elrond wallet, depending where you hold your Elrond. As a closing, I just wanted to mention 2 very important articles. One is that analysts still say that we are not in the bear market, we are still in the bull market. This was just a longer correction and the Bitcoin is still on track to the 100,000. Well, for me, this is a bit optimistic. I think it is on track to the 75,000, maybe the 80,000. For me, 100,000 already seems a bit too optimistic. I was also waiting for the 150k for this year, but for that, I think we should have been at least at the 75,000 in December, which we didn't. We are at the 41,000 and the volume is not coming in. Therefore, yeah, I think a 75, 80,000, if we reach that, that is going to be pretty good. Next one, the last news which I wanted to share is that Rhodium, which is a mining company in Texas, they are going to be listed on the stock market. They are setting up their IPO with a $14 per share, and they want to get their $7.5 million, something like that. Now that's not important. My question here, and maybe you can answer that, leave your answers in the comments. When the Bitcoin bear market starts, and that is hugely implied by miners selling their Bitcoin, will the stock price of a company like Rhodium fall? They dump a lot of Bitcoin on the market, they make huge profits, the market crashes, but by that time they are already with some cash. So from my point of view, they should have an increase in the price when the bear market starts, and maybe a sideways when Bitcoin is going up, or a smaller increase. But I think the peaks should be somehow the same. However, the stock price for a miners company, if they do it right, shouldn't fall with the bear market. Let me know in the comment what you think. Okay, this was all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, smash the like button, and I guess I see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We will see. Be vigilant and get some QoWatt, because I think the project is pretty good.